Hello there. Welcome to the archive. Today we are checking this. Seems to be working. Today. Yes. We are also going to work on Jukebox. And also, I am extremely tired. Anyway, here's what I had before for fast upsampling. Basically, bastardized sample level, which is called by underscore sample, ancestral sample, continuous sample, upsample, prime sample. But for those special notebooks like mine, that doesn't use that because it's all done in low level sample partial window at all levels. It kinda bypasses it, so I wanna see if I can implement the fast upsampling at the sample single window level instead of the sample level. Now, how does this even look like in the original? Oh yeah, really tight. I should probably revert it to this because the thing is, get starts is, I haven't actually read through it, but I believe it to be actually quite intelligent. Maybe I can. Sure. Let's see, we have our. No, jeez. Ah, jeez. Where's my pencil width? Do I have that? No? Okay. Here we go. So if. Oh, Jesus. If we have our tokens here, if we have our tokens here, like this could be at this scale, it could be at this scale, doesn't really matter for the actual tokens, but this get starts method, it actually decides chunks out of this in that are n contexts long and that are gonna be hop length apart. So let's just say that we're gonna have this, oh geez, here we go, this as our hop length. We can then, well, I guess we can do something like that. We can, oh jeez, we can we can then generate our hops and for our purposes, they're not going to be overlaid like this, because our hop length is going to be larger than n context. So we're going to put them like right equal. But in philosophy, well, in reality, I guess, not philosophy, the function supports having them overlapped like this with arbitrary amounts, and we'll keep that until it gets to the end here. You see, we can't put in another one like this because we don't have enough tokens to fill up. So what this if here does, I believe, yeah. What this if statement here does checks if the end is, if this end here is longer than here, and if it is, it sets it to the length minus the context. Nice. So that's how that function works. And it specifically does that thing at the end there to not waste tokens. So I think I'm basically gonna take advantage of that, because that means I'm not gonna have to do a bunch of checks, which means I can literally just bring back this, basically with the exception of a if statement here, or in here maybe. Yeah, maybe in there. Or maybe generalized it should be out here, but practically it's gonna be inside this if statement. Probably. And that little extra if in here is gonna change. Initially just hop length I thought, but it's gonna be in context here as well. Just for this though, just for the get starts. But this code then, most of it we can just copy paste over, as in tradition with programming. I mean, we've already written it once, why write it again when we have two keys when that can do that job for us? Or maybe someone else did the job for us, who knows? Those two keys really don't care. And do advise that you only copy your own code though. I do say that when I use Stack Overflow all the time though, so I'm kind of a hypocrite in that regard. Disregard everything I said. Yeah, so that will go. This will go. Well, that will obviously go. And if I play my cards right, I can actually set the current level to, instead of being 0, so I can actually set it to be the current level, so I can just let the underlying sample single window check if there's nothing to sample and do its own return, like intended, you know. Because right now I'm kind of hijacking the system and doing my own thing with my own little range here, which is completely non-standard in Jukebox terms. And this is also completely non-standard. And yeah, everything here is non-standard. So things need to change. And I think I might change this out as well to improve efficiency a bit more. But that's gonna happen after I copy it, I believe. So let's do it, I guess. I still have that OpenEye signal here. It's gonna take 1 day, 1 hour and 44 minutes. In other words, 25 hours and 44 minutes. In other words, 26 hours. And it kind of died overnight, so I just didn't start it again. So I think I might just go up here to the settings and change this to that and start implementing that at the lower level. Yes. Here we go. Oh boy. This can only end one way, and that is bad. Wait, it should work. Famous last words. We're gonna copy this back in. Yeah, here basically. Okay, standardized. So let's follow that. Like so. And let's fix all the current issues that are obvious. So, first of all, we're gonna need to change a thing. And that is, we're gonna need this. Oh. Yeah. Yes. So let's copy that and put it. Oh. That passes sampling fork straight through. Wait, what? What? Sample partial total. Wait. Okay. Uh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. That calls that with the updated sampling quarks, which now, depending on if it's at the beginning or not, or if it can, it's gonna shuffle the context back, or prevent shuffling the top context back, I mean. Yeah, I do not know. Sample level, does that only call sample single window here? Okay. Well, maybe I should just focus on single window. with the with sample level, because single level single window, no, fuck, damn it, yeah, single window is the core one, and the partial one, is it worth to generalize it for the for the partial window, is the question. Well, partial window is going to be less than 8,000 tokens. And it's going to be a non-complete context. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. It is also going to be in the beginning for partial, for single. Whatever. I'm tired. This is what I use in my. That's conning that. So it needs to work on this level, basically, for single window. Partial window turns it into a single window if it can, if there's enough context to slide it backward as shown here, instead of having. Oh, what the fuck do you mean it doesn't contain an image? No, it does. Instead of that. Yes. Instead of that, it does the other one. This one. Slides it back for more context. And to, yeah. Things. What are words even? I don't know. So how does this behave at the beginning, when you don't have a full context? Yeah. Might have to do some changes in here too. We'll see. It's gonna be a bit of glue logic to make this all work, but it should be straightforward. I'm just trying to get my brain to think at the moment regarding that if statement. Why is my brain not working? Mm-hmm. Um, mm-hmm. Yes. That's the fun part about coding. Some people think that coding is strictly that, typing. But 90% of coding is thinking. I should probably overclock my brain a bit for this. Caffeine. Okay. I might create another function to shadow sample single window to take its place, just to make the abstractions a bit easier for me, because I kind of don't want to put things in here. I'd rather just treat it as I do down here, just like that, and just do everything like that. So I think we will just do that for the moment. Yeah, that's not valid. Oh yeah, I copied before, did I? Oh yeah, I lost that. Rip. Oof. Uh, can I control Z? Oh, there it is. Hi. I have decided it doesn't flipping matter. So we're setting our upsampling size to our batch size. We multiply our hop length with it, that. And we're also going to multiply this n context by batch size, since I believe n context was actually used to increment. No? It's used to, the hop length is used for that. Oh, but it is used to set the ending, so okay, my brain does not understand what that means at the moment, so I'm just gonna ignore it and assume that it works like this during all and any conditions. That's probably gonna bite me in the ass. It is. So that means it might be enabled from partial window, which is gonna do some wackety whack whack things to account for the beginning or something. And where is it? Yeah, here. I'm blind. So I think that's all we need for sample level. It's these two, this, yeah. Single window is gonna get a shadow function. Partial window calls single window, right? Yeah. Partial window, depending on how many tokens you want, slides back depending on the context, and we might have to interject here and do that. Do that multiply thing again. There, I do not know. It's kind of confusing having two copies of the same function here, so I'm gonna... Sure. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna cut this out. I just had the weirdest comparison. In a small way, programming is kind of like surgery. Like, you cut things out, you stitch things together, you glue things together, glue logic, I guess. You put up structural things, yeah. Why is this here? Weird double thing here. No, I don't want to edit, I want to look. Here. Initial commit. Okay. Or maybe it was me somehow. No. No, wait, that's... Here it is. Yeah, it's not me. Not me. So I'm not gonna fix it. Yeah, I'm gonna set up a shadow function for sample single window, I guess. Why am I... Easy. So this is basically just gonna do this. Actually, again, why am I... It's basically gonna do that. That's what it's gonna do. It's a wrapper. But it's also gonna do this spiel. So, we're gonna use this again, because we don't wanna modify the... We don't wanna modify the arguments or add any more arguments really, even if they're optional, because you never know. So I'd rather just create the check again. So if we are doing speed sampling, then for now pass, else we're gonna do regular sample single window. However, if should I break this out into its own function, like speed sample single window or parallel sample single window, or should I just plump it straight into this if statement? Basically that's what I need. And just ugh. Why is that happening? Weird. I think I forgot a bracket or something like that anyway. Oh my god. Well, something is obviously... Well, I think it's fine. I don't see any mismatched parentheses. Anyway, let's define our speed sample. Speed single window, yeah. Sure. We'll start on S. Good enough, I guess. Hey, I'm tired. Can you tell? Yes. Stop doing that. Why am I doing something wrong? Hmm. Blah. I'm tired. House bell. Indeed. Now, basically, that, but with that. Might be needed in here because of that. Or is it? I mean, yes, I use sample partial window, but all partial window really does is correct for the start. Otherwise, it just makes sure, well, the start when you have 0 tokens. Otherwise, it just places the start of the sampling so that you exactly get tokens to sample. I'm still like afraid of what's it called? Of there not being enough tokens. Hey, code from the server here. The server? I would love you to try the Every 2 Beats on the Lemon Demon Spirit Phone album or the Everywhere at the End of Time album. Oh, that. I'm not in that. No hate or anything, it's just personal anxiety. Personal struggles. Not sure I understand this last one. Oh, like AI powered text to speech or something? Ah, oh yeah, WaveNet. I've heard a fair bunch of WaveNet. It's cool. I haven't fiddled around with it though, or actually seen any examples, but I've read a little bit about it. Now, what was I doing? Oh yes, does this need to be... That shouldn't be modified because that will be... Yes. Does this need... Does this need modification? Yes. I don't think so. Yeah, since we're on a lower level, this should stay the same, I believe. Which means... Yep. There we go. I wiped it up a little bit. Cleaned up the edges. Still need to satisfy this, but every model... That's the thing. I should replace these fours with HP's dot down condition or prior dot down condition or whatever it is. But every single model in Jukebox has a down condition of 4. So there's no difference. It's gonna work the same for 5B and 1B. And 5B lyrics and 1B lyrics. It's gonna be the same for all 4 of them. Unless there's more that I don't know about. But yes, for this to be generalized for people training their own models, maybe, yes, this should change to something other than a 4. But yes. It can't be that easy, can it? It can't be this easy, can it? Hold the phone. It cannot be this easy, can it? It can't be. Okay, well, actually there are some things I need to do to get this fully... Yes, there's a bunch of things I need to do actually. First of all, lower level gets set. This is not needed because it's already in that shape. And while I'm at it, change it. And now so we have our start, and our start plus our hop length. Due to the way we multiplied and changed our inputs to get starts, should be should leave us where we can actually take start, add the whole modified hop context, which is going to be 16 times longer or whatever. Where is it? Come on. Damn, I'm lost. Here. Since we're multiplying by batch size, if we activate it, and we make the hop length also the same amount bigger. I think that's gonna work. I have no clue. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm lost. Partial, single again. No, speed. Okay. I was like, wait, what? I'm, I'm gonna move this. It's confusing to have it here. So sample single window wrapper, sample single window, original function. Yeah, here. F it. This is where it's gonna live. It's technically not in order in a classical term, but Python doesn't care about that when it comes to functions. Really. As long as you've defined them all before you start calling them, you should be fine. Doesn't really matter what order. But yes. New batch will always be 16, or the batch size, I believe. So, instead of putting zeros here, we're gonna essentially duplicate this. But for current level. And now we don't need to divide by 4 all over the place. How nice, isn't it? We can remove that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. That's a lot of characters saved right there. I believe that's all. Should I print new batch for safety? You know, I might break again like it did yesterday. shouldn't, but and I will rip out this for statement and make this all and pack it all into one long thing. But that will be a different day. A different day. I'd like to maybe start on it, though. Anyway. I see. It's not going to be. It's not going to be the same thing. It's not going to be able to. It's going to be the different lengths, I believe. Or wait. Let's continue with the assumption that we will always have the whole context. Always. Because it makes it easier. Let's assume that we'll always have the full hop length. So basically this. Now this isn't the current total tokens. That's the current tokens within the flattened context. The problem comes here. Well, let's try and visualize it. So we have our, let's assume we have, let's say, ow, ow, ow. Let's assume we have, we want to generate 4 tokens. And our context length is, let's say, 16. Actually, this is kind of a bad example. isn't. I don't know. Let's assume the down condition is 2. So why is my mouse so jittery? What the hell? So let's assume that we're gonna be sampling from 2 tokens down here. Now let's say that we want to split this up into 4 sampling steps. This means 1 sampling step for each one of these. These 2 are going to be looking at that one, and these 2 are going to be looking at that one. Why is my mouse doing that? Uh-huh. Yeah, I believe there might be issues here. For there, next level we have 16 of those. Let's assume we're on level 0. I can't count. Yes, big numbers. Yes, that is 64. 64 of those. So let's assume we want to split these 64 into 16, 4 in each, I guess. Yeah. And so let's just let's just go straight over there and just walk right over there. So this is going to be looking at that one. This is going to be looking at that one. And this one is going to be looking at that one, and so on. When we eventually split it into the batches, we're going to have to like this works. The problem is when you get to a point where you have, let's say we have 3 tokens but we need 4 for a full context. And this situation should hopefully never happen, because you can just generate this lower level to actually get it, so you can get this. Like, like I know there's a problem here, but I find it so hard to explain and or visualize it. It's awful. Like, this may work, I have no idea actually. Like, okay. Okay. Let's assume we have two samples with some amount of tokens in them. F. F. Okay, fuck, there's circles now. Sure. Circles and squares denotate that they sound different, okay? Okay, good. Now, let's assume that we have, just to illustrate the point, a context of 4. Where are these? There. And what happens when we actually split these apart? And like line them up for parallelization. What happens then? And the answer is right here. I'll show you what the answer is. Just as quick as we touch up these lines, because that's, Jesus, that's awful. That's arguably awful as well. But this is the shape that torch numpy supports. It's a rectangle. However, the shape we're gonna get, unless we pad it, is gonna look like that before we start generating. And this is not supported. Like, the only way you can support this is to split it along here and put that in separately. Which is yeah, it's a thing, all right. Now, where is this an issue? Only on the lower level, I believe, actually. I believe. Yeah, this is only going to be an issue on, well, this is solvable for the lower level, and it doesn't matter for the sampling level. Because in the lower level, we can pad it to this shape by inserting the missing tokens as zeros or whatever, really. I believe. I hope. And Like, we should just be able to put those in as zeros, and when those are upsampled later, we're gonna get this upsampled, which means for me, oh geez, that's not what I wanted. New. We're gonna get a new one, which for each one of these tokens are gonna have, well, 4 more, I guess. And even including these. But then when we take these and move them back into that kind of deal, yeah, when we take these and effectively move them, not move them, but transpose them back, I guess, or reshape them back, we can then simply cut this off, because this whatever is upsampled beyond here, sure, it's useless, and hold on. I don't know if this scenario can even happen. It can at the beginning, but not later. So, let's see if this is actually an issue. One context. One input context, actually. At level 1. Okay. As long as you prime over 1.5 seconds, this won't be an issue. But if it's primed less, what is it? Oh yeah, wait, this is wrong, I believe. Sure, it's down context or below context, not current context. But that means it's times 128. As long as you prime over 6 seconds. Why, why am I thinking of priming? Oh yeah, because sliding back of the thing. Oh. Um, I mean, this generally will work, except for that corner case, edge case. I mean, thinking, thinking. I mean, yes, this all makes sense. Let's order this up a little, I guess. Wait, is new batch used? Mm. Stop that. Oh my god. I hate when the editors are like that. Like this. Like, oh, I heard, yes, in indenting, yes, we're gonna keep all those useless spaces there. What's a file size anyway? Yes, tired. Oh yeah, maybe this should call the underscore sample single window. Otherwise it would just go in a loop. Oh yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what if you have partial? What if shape of this doesn't match the shape of that? Once we've split it into this. That's the issue. Oh yeah, that's currently by design, Flesco. Sorry. I'm currently fixing it though, because we're reverting back to how Jukebox is actually supposed to work. Because before I was kinda doing my own thing, but now we're using the built-in range function, which should do this. 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 Oh, come on. Paint, this being the important part. That it lines up the end there to not have missing tokens. That should hopefully make things easier for me and make it so that it actually generates a full 100 seconds when you ask it to. But for now I'm trying to work through what's actually gonna happen with this here. Oh yeah, that actually needs to be there, believe it or not. So anything this is gonna error out hard. Or is it? No, it's gonna stop at the it's gonna stop at the multiple if there's less than the full. Kinda wanna be efficient about this. Kinda do. Jesus, my brain is not working. I'm actually feeling my brain not working quick enough. I'm just staring and I'm not understanding what I'm looking at. I mean, Yeah, this will not work, I believe. Yeah, that needs to be 0. Because if it's anything other than 0, it's gonna believe it's already generated token, and it's like it's not gonna overwrite a 0 token I put in there, so I can't pad the current level, so it's all kind of falls apart there. So that efficiency optimization is straight out the water. F. Okay, let's we should probably get this size too, right? Uh, just space it all out. Jeez, it's raining quite heavily outside. My internet might go kaput. There are drop frames, so. I think I might be about to sneeze. Maybe. So we have the amount of below tokens. We have our current amount of tokens. If what? If what? Or can I do the can I do the efficiency from here by cutting more out of it? This is weird. And that. I guess I already said it. Naturally, every app in existence on my phone starts to send me notifications out of absolutely nowhere. Why? Every time I'm trying to work this through my head, it just breaks my head. Okay, fine. Mm, eh, mm, mm. I'm really, really betting on the fact that the context will always be a multiple, which it probably will not be sometimes. Who knows? Actually, in my little here, I can just add another. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can just add another condition here that there's enough tokens to do it, to not error out. Yeah, 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 yeah. So as long as you have over 6 seconds, uh, generated on the previous layer. Wait, hold on, this shouldn't even be a freaking problem. 6 seconds is way lower than 23 seconds, which is the lowest limit. This is a non-issue. That moment when you spend like a half hour of brain power on shit that's in fucking consequential in the end. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fun, isn't it? Real fun. But yeah, I believe that's just not needed. But I'm gonna keep it in there just in case. Paranoia, I guess. Put that there, I guess. So much dead space. Not the game. Good game, by the way. Play it. So. So. Let's assume that they are always a multiple of the context. Again, it's weird thinking of this in that way, that you're always gonna get a full context. I'm so used to thinking of like you're not gonna get a full context. But the way the get starts and other function imply it works is that you're always gonna get a full context, I believe. So below batches is gonna be below tokens divided by yes, divided by context divided by 4. And we do that for that one, I believe. Yeah. Nice. Now how can I use this to simplify things? Well, I can actually combine these into one. Actually, let's put it into another variable. Let's be nice. Name things. Be understandable, you know. Below batches, current batches, and difference batches. And holy crap, it's raining outside. I'm not sure difference is spelled that way, but whatever. I was planning on going to the store later today, but I guess that's kind of mute now. Given this weather. But yeah, difference matches is... it's quite literally going to be one minus the other, I think. It's below batches is always going to be larger than current batches, or equal. So that's gonna be 0. Uh, mm. So what if we? Because I kind of wanted to work with where is it? Current tokens here. I kind of want to be able to use difference batches here multiplied by and context divided by 4, or just and context, yeah, just and context. Yeah. Actually, I don't even need the difference. I'm just gonna. I just need the below current batches to know how many to remove. But that's. TC is already set up where? Here, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change it before here. Hmm. I can know the current tokens that we have instantly in our window, I guess. We could call it, yeah, window. We can use that to figure out if we need to move the start forward or back. I just realized another thing. Sample tokens. Hmm. Yeah, this is going downhill. This is crashing and burning right before our eyes. Yeah, sampling quarks are not modified. Uh-oh. I mean, again, that's, as I said before, that's only going to be an issue at the start, which realistically can't happen at level 1 and 0, because it's less than 23 seconds. So that's okay. Wait, no. That's for the current level. For the below level, it's 23 seconds. For the current level, it's 6 seconds. How does... How does... How do we deal with... Oh yeah. The thing is, you can call, usually, at least what I do, is that you call sample partial window with how many... Usually is what you do is that you call, at least I do, call partial window, sample partial window. Wait. Yeah, partial window is just blindly gonna add. Okay, this makes little sense to me. This should really be Z's shape, negative total height. Actually, it should be total length, negative Z's shape. But for some reason it's just total length instead of total length negative the shape. So it's a weird anomaly. Like there's all these edge cases I see all around the code. and it's just hard to know what's actually gonna be a problem and what's not going to be. Uh, okay. So technically it works right now, as is. Well, it should work at least, I believe. But it's inefficient because it's just gonna. There's a possibility it cuts out large amounts of tokens. For most notebooks. For most notebooks, that's only gonna happen in the first block when it's going from priming to generating. But in my notebook, that's gonna happen repeatedly. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't work. Come on. I don't like this microphone. It keeps falling. Falling. Wait, but. I keep yawning. This is bad. Ugh. Oh no. This is entirely. Huh. I wonder. I wonder. Can one set actually I don't even know what I'm talking about or thinking about for that matter. The thing is, mm, maybe I mean, I guess we kinda can. So this is, it's not gonna be, it's not gonna ultimately have the same shape if there's a different amount of tokens in there or no tokens, so it's, I kinda wanna do this the proper way and set these to the proper tokens instead of leaving it at 0 and then cutting it. Huh. Hmm. I guess we kinda do want to do it the proper way, don't we? But how? It's hard to think in these spaces. Okay. Mm, we can't always run the sample single window, so we don't get the nice message that it produces. Wherever it is. Here. Well, yeah. I can't. There's kind of no way for me to. Fuck. Okay, let's just. Overflow tokens. Overflow batches, I guess. Yeah. It's gonna be current tokens over divided by our current context. So that's how many overflow batches we have. Which means we can cut that out. Yeah, we can cut that out from this, I believe. So if we move this down to below here, we should be able to say start later, basically. Let's skip that overflow batches multiplied by prior and context divided by 4, of course. Because that's what it is on this level. Even though we checked it on the above level, we're gonna apply it on the below level. Kind of weird. Maybe not. So there we cut out what we don't need. And then your new batch might be 0. So we can rely on new batch yet again to check if we have work to do. Huh. I think this is how it was set up before. Yeah. Yeah. So we cut off the overflow batches, which might be all of them, which might leave us as at new batch 0, which means we're gonna skip all of this and skip all that and skip, skip, skip until our new batch is no longer 0. Now we need to adjust for this when we add in here. I think that's what we want. Little bit more efficient, not much, but a bit more. It's something, at least. Now, let's clean up the mess that we haven't done yet. Whoops. Should I move this to the shadow function? Maybe I should. Eh. Aesthetical upgrade for later. Now, let's walk through this again and see if it's broken. Lower level gets its thing cut out. I don't think we need that. Let's get this on the current level. Check how many full contexts we have. Oh, is this one of those cases where I need to do -+1? I shouldn't need to. No. I believe, at least. Yeah. It's good as it is. Then we cut the overflow batch out. We reshape into our parallelized state. We create our new batch. And if we actually have work to do, we do the work. And if we actually had work to do, we concatenate it on back onto the thing. Yes. Yeah. Is hop length used anyway? For this? Nope. Okay. I think we're fine with leaving this here. We shouldn't affect it actually at all. Oof. I may print starts or something, just so I know that it's yeah, I don't know. Start a new batch. Why not both? Yes, I think we might be done. Move effects now. Move fast upsampling to lower function. Possibly broke. Yeah, whatever. And I just fucked up the entire Git repository for everyone involved. I'm so sorry. Let's see if it actually works. Should be on the correct. I want to delete. Or do I? So this shouldn't have changed any functionality, I believe. Let's see if it goes from 1 day and 1 hour and 44 minutes and 34 seconds to anything lower, or if it even works at all, frankly. Cola. Woo caffeine. Let's fix the mic before it falls again. There you go. Install faster, you twit. Yeah, this is gonna be broke AF. Luckily, level 0 prior is not that big, I believe. How big is it? 2.2 gigs. Well, it's running thus far. So no syntax errors, I believe. Maybe, perhaps. Depends on how much of the scripts it's loaded so far. I have no idea. Okay, we're loading. It's done downloading and now it's loading. Yeah. It's not too long. Almost done loading. Let's see what kind of... Yeah, it errors, of course. Hop length is not defined. Why? 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 I thought that was included? No? It's not included. You bastard. hop length is not included? No! No! I need to know, is there... Okay. No, it needs to be generated internally. Fuck. No. I can't pass it through. It's not passed through anywhere. Let's put it in sampling quarks, why not? Why the heckle not? There we go. Solved. Just put it in the sampling quarks and just, yeah. Magnificent. Oh, but wait. Mm. Of course, something is there to muck it up. Maybe that is actually gonna work. Question. Is hop length in... Hop fraction is in hyperparameters. Is hyperparameters the same as sampling quarks though? Probably not. Oh well. Here it is, so hyperparameters. So let's construct our own hop length. Hop fraction. Where's the thing where it takes hop fraction and... Yeah, there it is. That was easy. That's the hop length. That was easy to find. So yeah, that's the hop length at the current level. And we're gonna multiply that. Yeah, it's definite that we're in, we've already passed the check, so there's no point checking anymore. Multiply all that by batch size, I believe. Where does it get batch size though? Bruh. Yeah, maybe I should get it first before I set it. Here we go. Hop length is now correct, and I think it's hailing outside. Or maybe that was just the crease. This might be an issue. This might be a issue. Hop length is just blindly set. Maybe it was for the best that I had it in that other level, because the more I think about this, the more it's just incompatible. Fuck. I'm tired. Did I mention that? Hmm. Okay, so that's how that works. And yeah, this still technically is wrong, if my understanding is correct. Okay, 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 okay. This needs to change for it to stay compatible, I think. Yeah. So this this condition here, no idea how that's gonna act. But that's not really what I care about. I care about this, which is most of the time. And we're gonna do that, I believe. And as a result, we also need to do that. Yeah, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. Things. Help. Fix hop length. Fix hop length and partial window go. Do I want to factory reset this? Probably not. Because why do that when you can view the raw of the latest copy? Go in here and Control A and Control V and hit save. Let's make sure that doesn't work at the moment. Actually, I'm just gonna do that. You start run all. Created. Let's start loading it. Loading in progress. I should add a way to disable this slow loading for higher levels when you don't strictly need that RAM for other things. Or, well, for, yeah. One sample. You what? Actually, this makes complete sense because there's a bunch of priming here in the beginning. 12% primed already. Oh, geez. Checkpoints. Check. Eh. Checkpoints. Make a copy. Thank you. That. Make a copy. Thank you. In case shit hits the fan. Well, since this is gonna take 5 minutes, why is that so large? Did it really request? Wait, what does that even mean? What did I put there? What did I put there for it to print? Start. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. So it started at that. Which is how many seconds? 190320 times 8 divided by 44, 134 seconds. So yeah, a little bit. Yeah, this it should work. Now, in this application, it will not be particularly more efficient, however. until I merge together all the batches into one thing. Because this one is doing 10,800, which is just over it's 1.3 contexts, so it's not that much. So if we can do all four of them at the same time, that will at least get us up to 5. Probably more likely it's just 4 though. Oh wait, hold the phone. Is it specifically going to... No, it's just going to remove the tokens it thinks it's generated. Okay. How's that actually going to work? Should be fine. But yeah, it's going to do this 8 times, isn't it? It's going to be horribly inefficient. I just want to know if it works. Then after this, you should be able to just well, if we should, I don't know if we will be able, but we'll be we should be able to remove the this for loop here and bake it all into one, so that it doesn't do this 4 times over and just multiplies it by 4. Yeah, that's also an issue. But it does work, I think. So... Actually, I don't know. I'm Oh yeah. Yes. This is all as it should. But the question is, this is worse than before now. So, let's work on merging it, I guess. So, 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 how do we get rid of this bitch? Right here. Truth is, I do not know. I do not know. And in fact, I believe this... Damn it. I may have broken it for everyone, I don't know. I don't know, I don't know. Damn it. Absolute damn it. I mean, this should work for people still. I'm gonna partially break this. Just a second. Does it do two? It does do two. So, it may work. It may not work. Functionality should be exactly the same. However, it's now moved to a lower level. In the future, we will get rid of this and somehow muck around with these reshapes to get a proper contiguous multi-batch parallelized thing going to make the most to have the most efficient way to do it so that I also can use it for my notebook without throwing away a bunch of precious compute just because it's recomputing tokens. But yes, I will mess around with the reshape here and making it contiguous and all that later. For now, I want a break and possibly some sleep, I don't know. Maybe some food, we shall see. but I think it should be working. If you have any issues, please tell me so I can fix it. If you're having issues, please the whole error. For instance, here is a error. This is the error. Well, technically all of that, but you don't really need all of that. You typically only need the last one here. But if the first one over here and the last one is included, it's a lot nicer. And if it's all included, then it's just even better, because then you can follow it call by call where it goes. But yeah, this last one here is no wait, yeah, this last one is the most important when it comes to errors. Because that's where the actual error happened. So yeah, if you have any issues, tell me. And I'm done here. Bye.